Hi guys! Welcome back to the Unraveling the World podcast.
Before we get into today's episode, let's hear from our sponsors.
This episode is sponsored by Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain it to you really quickly. To start off, it's 100% free, and there are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will then distribute your podcast for you so it could be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more platforms. In fact, you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. If you're interested, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Okay, so for this week's episode, we're going to be doing something very different. So we found this link off of Google, and it has like a list of 50 great debate topics for like any kind of project, but we're only going to be taking 5 from that list. So we chose 5 different ideas and topics, and we're going to just be debating and giving our opinions off of these, kind of topics. So Ishani, if you want to go with yours first.
So the first one I kind of so on the website they have like different sections, and so I went to the health debate topics. So one of them that I really found interesting was should cosmetic procedures be covered by health insurance?
Do you want to maybe start with your opinion?
With me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like, there's obviously many reasons people do get cosmetic procedures, but one of them that I'm thinking of, and I know people can be like insecure about their nose and they might get it done or whatever, but the only reason I'm gonna say yes, because say that like I got into a car accident, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but I don't know if that would be considered cosmetic procedures. So would you think if I got into a cosmetic, like, no, not what, like a car accident and my face, like, got like, I don't know, broke or something and I needed to get plastic surgery done to get it back to normal, would that be considered cosmetic procedure?
I'm not 100% sure, but I remember watching this Indian show with my grandma where this like main character, she gets into a car accident and like she had to like get plastic surgery, but I don't know if I don't know if plastic surgery and cosmetic procedure are kind of the same thing, but yeah, that shows it was interesting, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if it kind of if it like I'm forgetting the word, like I don't know, like destructure. No, it's structure your face. If it's okay, say if I like broke my face or something like in a car accident, and if that like falls under cosmetic procedures, then yeah, of course, I think it should.
I agree with Ishani. Like, I think that obviously those type of procedures are more procedures that like people want for themselves rather than need. I mean, the only reason I'm like defending the only reason but I don't know. The thing is that I'm also on the side of it should be covered by health insurance because I think everyone should be happy with the way they look, and if they're unhappy, then like I don't know. I feel like they should be the happiest they can be, and I feel like for example, like let's just say someone's been bullied all their life. Like I don't know. Like, I don't know. I can understand. Like I'm honestly I don't even know the answer. Okay, you know what? I'll say yeah. I think it should be covered by health insurance because I think everyone should always. Yeah, I think everyone should always feel their best self. And honestly, this world is a little unfair. Like not everyone has all the money. Like I'm gonna say Kim Kardashian, for example. Like I know, or Kylie Jenner. Like I know they're not gonna ever see this podcast. So like they if you've watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians, like you might know that Kylie was really insecure about her lips. But once she got the surgery for lips, I know she's much more confident. I think it's more fair to. I think it'd be fair because the thing is she had money, and like that's part. I actually don't know how she got famous, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my opinions on it, I feel like there's enough evidence on like both sides,
Yeah.
So I feel like if there was like a very tragic situation like a car crash or like, like a fire or something like that, obviously it should be covered by health insurance because, you know, yeah, it should because, they're like suffered like from a tragic event, and I feel like health insurance should cover it. But like I feel like in terms of if someone wants to get like a nose job or like, just for like looks, I mean, I don't really know what to side with on my opinion because it's kind of like what they want and not what they necessarily need. But I'm not going to take a stance because I think that they're like there's a lot of evidence on both sides.
Yeah,
So,
also, there's like a lot of situations you can be in, but I feel
yeah.
like most of them are like places that you kind of need surgery. Like, so many accidents can happen and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And just, I feel like they all fall under cosmetic because it makes sense if they do fall under cosmetic plastic surgery. But, like, also,
Yeah.
like, the broken, like, septum, which makes you, like, breathe, but you can't breathe properly through one of your.
Oh
And
yeah.
so you have to get a nose job done. I think Charlie D'Amelio had to get it done, and people were like accusing her of getting like a nose job just for looks. And even if she did that just for looks, like who cares? Like,
It's her
but yeah,
nose.
Wait, can someone as low as how old is she? 16? Can someone as that young get surgery? Was she 17 now? Can someone? I think she had it when she was 16.
yeah, no, you can get it. I think you can easily get it. But dude, but when you have the money, I think that you can do anything. But which is the
But
kind of
also,
sad
yeah,
part.
but the thing is she didn't get it just for like looks. She actually had
Exactly.
to.
She actually had what's that? What's
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm like literally forgetting so many words. But D something septum. But yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember like she couldn't dance or something because of she was having trouble breathing or something.
Yeah, something
She
like
was
that. But
telling, and she wouldn't like fake it just to get a nose job. Like that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
next one. Who's gonna ask?
I
Okay.
can ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So do you guys think if this was an education? Do you guys think that homework should be banned?
As much as I hate homework, I don't think it should be banned.
What?
Because
No,
no.
I agree. I don't think it should be banned. It's been so helpful for me.
Yeah. Because it
Huh?
forces you to learn. Like if
That's not the
without
only way to learn. You can be
Okay, but you know what?
nah.
I think there should be a limit. Like I think there should be
yeah.
a limit because like some teachers just like go overboard. Like I'm not gonna give any names, but right now my teacher gives me 70 questions per day. Like no, actually no. It's understandable because it's like a quick course. It's a year course done in like um 6 weeks, but like still, I don't know. It's a lot. And
No,
Yeah.
I
that's just a
feel like
lot, you know. He
I don't
expects
know.
4 to 5 hours of studying, and I feel like that's too much. Like, okay, ignoring this course, I feel like school teachers should at least have a limit of, if not 1 hour, then at least 2 hours. I think it should vary for each subject.
What? I feel like okay, here. I feel like okay, I kind of understand where you're kind of going from. I'm just going off of how much I don't know. Homework, it's sometimes they're like I know that teachers have good intentions and good intentions if this was a perfect world and homework was actually doing me the benefit of the doubt, giving me the benefit of the doubt, and I was actually and not give and they weren't like because teachers have this mindset that I sometimes feel like it's like as the more you study, the more you're like the
Mm-hmm.
what you study kind of a thing. So like I feel like sometimes when teachers give us homework, it's like movie in a sense, it's like it's so long that you throughout the whole 5 hours that you're studying, you kind of just think about how much you're studying, like oh my god, and you actually like what you're studying. And so I feel like that's kind of not too beneficial for you, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I feel like if homework was like banned or something, I feel like as long as we had tests and we also needed to study, because we would have to study for tests in a way that we would find comfortable, I think that would be fine.
I think homework should be. You know what? I think I think it should be optional. I think if it's. I think that the student should take it upon themselves if they need it or not. And like
Oh,
so
you're
many
right. Yeah.
concepts I'm so strong in, and some concepts I'm just so weak in. You know, like it's like that. Like so, just do the things that you need and take it upon yourself to understand. Oh, do I understand this? I think obviously this should also come with an age. Like I'm sure little children. I think little children like comparing little children to high schoolers. I think high schoolers are much more like they would know what they need compared to little children.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in my opinion, I think that even though like everyone hates homework, I feel like it's still like very important to do because it does help you and it gives you like it gives you extra practice when you're struggling. And I think that making it optional, some people are responsible enough to know if they should be doing it, but some people they're just like, oh yeah, I don't want to do it. It's like optional. I don't need to do it. You know, they don't really care. And I feel like with homework, you know, since a lot of teachers make it like a sign, like it impacts your grade, right? That's the like main reason why people do it. They don't really care about practice, which is like the wrong intentions. But in my opinion, I feel like it is helpful. But I definitely agree that some teachers go overboard. Like giving us 3 essays, like that's just a little bit insane, in my opinion. I feel like maybe like 30 minutes worth of homework for each class is enough. Some of my teachers give like 2 hours worth of homework in one day, which is like completely absurd.
I agree with that. You say 30 minutes. So I think 30 minutes is a good time.
Yeah, and especially because we have in high school,
Every
it's like
subject, yeah.
different. They don't really care if you get, and some days I don't get any homework because none of my teachers decide to sign it, and then one day they just like all give deciding year. It's like so annoying. Like, you know?
Yeah. Also, maybe like a baseline that I kind of agree with. Okay, here. Because people started, like, the school system started giving us homework at what, like third grade? And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of insane. Don't give us homework at third grade. I feel like they should kind of let us a little loose by
No,
with
I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think they should give like small because they're still children are children. They're gonna forget what they learned. I think they should give like small amounts of homework. Obviously, like nothing more than 20 minutes.
But
Like,
dude,
I
if we're
think they should
saying
give,
like 10-20 minutes, but like so say that like they give us a worksheet, I might take like 10 minutes, another kid might take like 5 or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like it varies. Like they give us like a standard homework that everyone that we're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to do, and one can have a different amount of time they'd spend on it. You
I
know?
see Shani's point because when I was in second grade, I used to struggle a lot in English because I would only speak my mother tongue, which was Telugu at home, and I
Yeah.
struggled a lot with English. So I used to be like, I had to get like extra help for English because I just never knew. And I was like 3 reading levels behind. So every reading homework, which took other kids like 10 minutes, took me like 1 hour and stuff. But obviously, right now, I'm fluent in English, obviously. But I put in like the extra time and like stuff to learn. So.
Yeah, so I feel like it kind of varies. If we had that many teachers who are willing to like kind of alter the homework for to match each kid's abilities, it's
Mhm.
like that's like not possible, right? Because there's
but
some
isn't
students.
that kind of possible?
Are you
Okay, actually,
crazy?
no, not in high school. Not in high school. Yeah, it's not possible in high school.
Yeah,
Because
you would be
I
right.
think you can argue that it's possible in like younger up
Yeah.
until fourth, fifth, maybe even.
Yeah,
Really? I feel
definitely.
like it's possible. I feel like that's the thing though. I feel like they shouldn't do it in middle school because middle school is preparation for high school. So, and
Kind of, yeah.
high school they can't just give customized homework to each kid because GPA, and then people would argue that it's like not.
Because there would never be a correct like method to find every kid's ability. Because a lot of people, I would guess, because knowing what types of people exist in
You know
today's
what?
world, would like would kind of lie through whatever
Oh
test it
yeah.
is, you know.
I
But
feel
yeah,
like when we get like more advanced in the future, we could do something like that with technology. Like I feel like I don't
Mm-hmm.
oh
know.
yeah,
I feel like we could
definitely.
definitely.
Definitely, it's like advancing. So
That would be amazing. This then I would totally be up for homework because every kid would have the same amount of time, like
yeah,
thing
Yeah.
to go through it, you know. But
but that's probably like a couple more years or
couple
decades
more
into it.
years, like 50 years.
Decades.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I
Decades.
think you can. No, I don't think it's decades. Honestly, I don't think it's decades. And
No.
also, no, I don't. No, I don't think it's decades. You have no
I feel
idea.
like
We're super advanced.
2040. I don't
No
know. I
one's
just feel
even
like
working
2040
on
sounds
this.
cool.
Like, no one's even probably thinking about trying to
Yeah,
find
this
it.
is like just like some random
This is
idea.
way too
But I
advanced.
feel like this would be no. I feel like this would be possible. Like you just test a kid. I feel like the computer could figure out. There's so many programming. I don't know. I feel like it's not that far away. But
Because,
no. I
I
mean
don't know.
like I don't. I mean I feel like that's not what I mean. I feel like we have the technology already to do it.
Hmm.
Maybe. But there can't be a standardized test because, like, a standardized test can't include everything in the world. Because say that I'm, like, a kid who's, like really, really amazing at math, but I'm
Yeah, it
really
doesn't
bad.
have to include everything in the world. It just has to include like each subject.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But what if a kid's, like, really bad at taking tests? Or what if it's a kid's, like, really bad at public speaking? So there
It's
are, like,
not
many, like, I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
things which would make it hard to make the technology perfect, which is why I'm saying, like, more than 2050, like probably like 2070 or something like that. I don't know, but
Okay. So, next question. Should we do should all people be vegetarians?
yeah.
Okay.
Who wants to
So,
start?
I can start. I don't agree with that because
Yeah, same.
because first of all, some people, I know a lot of people who are vegetarians and I know a lot of people who are not are non-vegetarian. And the thing is, some people they're like allergic to a lot of food, so they mainly get their protein from non-veg because of like different health conditions and stuff, which requires them to like consume more protein, you know? And I know like vegetarians they eat like beans, like that's a form of protein, but the thing is, if you have health conditions and you get your protein from non-veg like foods, I don't think it's necessarily right to be banned.
Like, not even that. I feel like, well, if you are vegan, like, great for you. That's, like, amazing for you. But I feel like a lot of, like, Native American, like, indigenous people, like, in their culture they have several, like, types of meats that they eat, and it's, like, part of their culture. And to know that, like, a lot of their land was taken away and they were colonized, and to take that away from them, it just seems very wrong on us. Not even us, I feel like, and that's just one of the so many cultures, like, even for me, like, there are, like, many foods within my culture that include me. And so I feel like it's kind of wrong to assume that everyone will become vegan and to expect that everyone will be vegan, because first of all, there are, like, many health benefits of um
Mm-hmm.
eating meat. But yeah, even though I do want to become vegan one day, but, like, that's, I feel like even people who are vegan should never try to force their influence on someone, and people who do eat meat should never influence someone who does, like,
Yeah,
talk
I
them in.
agree 100% with you, Shani. Like, there's so many cultures that have that have meat as part. Like, it's just part of their culture. I feel like and I also like just ignoring culture. I feel like people like I don't know. I feel like it should be their choice. You know.
Yeah. Because also, I wanted to bring up a point like some people, they've been eating non veg like for their entire life, you know? That's what happened to me. Like, since I was a kid, my parents just fed me non veg and I got used to it. So, quitting would be a little harder for me, you know? But, like,
Yeah.
compared to like someone else, they've just like never eaten meat their entire life. It also kind of depends with like, your like what you've gotten used to.
Yeah. In general, I feel like if to kind of, because whoever's saying this statement, right? All people should be veg. Oh, I said vegans before. I meant
Yeah, I
vegetarians.
thought that all people. Yeah, I think only vegetarians would say that. I don't know.
Yeah, yes. Why would someone? Yeah. So if I'm like, if if I'm saying, like, everyone should become vegetarians, that kind of doesn't make sense in any way. Like, like,
Yeah.
first of all, that would never be possible. But, like, yeah, that
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. But yeah.
Also, a lot of people like whenever I like so basically I eat like some seafood because my parents are always like, "Oh, fish is good for your health," you know? And
Yeah.
all that stuff. People would be like, "Ew, you eat fish. Ew, you eat like you eat like chicken." And I don't know. At one point I got like super scared cuz I have a lot of friends that are vegetarian and they're like, imagine killing chickens and stuff, and it just made me feel so bad.
Yeah, like there are both sides of the spectrum because I feel like religion, like Jainism, you have to be like
Oh yeah.
vegetarian. Like there's so many different things that people don't think about before saying stuff like these. It's this, which is what I feel like is kind of ignorant, which is why I'm gonna say that no, to kind of expect everyone to become vegetarian for your sake, for your
Yeah.
benefits, extremely crazy.
Mhm.
But I mean, obviously, like, it's like saving the animals' lives if we do, but I feel like it's a little kind of crazy to say it should be entirely banned because it's going against some people's religion and, health concerns
Yeah,
and a lot of
I feel
other
like you might have your personal choice about like why, because I'm sure people who go vegan or vegetarian have their
own reasons. Yeah.
own reasons, exactly. So, and people who do eat meat have also their own reasons, because I'm gonna assume that not everyone has, people who are eating meat, when they're eating meat, like they're not like so happy that they killed an animal necessarily, you know?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, which is kind of makes sense too.
Yeah. So I think that's a good. That's that's an end to our episode. And yeah, and I also wanted to mention that um even though it might be in your religion to not eat meat or eat meat, or not religion, even culture, I feel like again, like, people just shouldn't. I feel like people can choose and decide for themselves, like I said before.
Yeah.
Like, I think people, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think people should be able to um decide, like, oh, should I. And also, yeah, like Kavya said, people have been raised differently. It's not fair for meat eaters to say, oh, to vegetarians, oh, you're eating meat, you're not eating meat, you're
Yeah.
missing out. Or vegetarians saying to non-vegetarians, oh, you're eating meat, you're killing animals.
Yeah.
So like at the end of the day, like have your personal reasons, but don't like put them on others, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think that this episode was really interesting. We've never really done anything like this before.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do, with like obviously different topics, the same kind of heated
Format.
segments in the
Yeah.
future.
Thank you guys
That's,
for listening.
yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.